Yeah, I'd say that this is probably my most wild and unexpected year, with having injury, kind of having in the middle of the season, kind of setting back when I was able to start it. Of course, already having a great condition. I was kind of just watching the early season meets and being like, wow, yeah, I really wanted to get back on the scene, and then having to take a slower approach to get back, and then finally starting in July. It's been rushed, is to say the least, but I think I'm shocking myself more and more with every race. Especially going from winning my first Diamond League in Monaco, getting second in London, and then again coming to back out to Poland and getting a second place only behind Keishane. Like, these are great competitors, and I'm showing that I'm just right back in the swing of things, if not saying like every race, like, yeah, more and more and more, getting better and better. So I get more excited. I'd say after Poland, I was, fired up and ready to say, hey, let's really get back into this. Like, I'm really ready to start taking off some heads. I'm super excited because I'm seeing the progression. I mean, the third race of the year, or third 100 of the year, and I'm already seeing I'm back into 990. If the wind blew a little bit, it would have been a 989 race. I mean, you can't get more excited than that. And to see the change going from, wow, I ran like 10:05 at U.S. Championships, and now I'm dropping 990s. And not only that, I'm competing against the best in the world. Everybody else has had probably 8, 10 races already. I'm coming in, in a rushed schedule. So I'm very proud of myself and my team on top of that for us getting to this point, knowing what the job is, and then still seeing the progress. It's like, wow, it's really happening. Sometimes you got to step back and be excited just for that. Everything can't be so much about getting the win. Of course, I want to win, and that's always going to be the goal. But always seeing the silver lining and saying, wow, I just ran that, and now I get 4 days later, coming here in Lausanne, being in another stacked 100, it's like, okay, I know something great is going to happen because I'm already fired up. My body is showing that it's adjusting to the speed, and let's keep going because, we're a month away from Tokyo. This is the last 2 races that I'm going to have before we get there. So I know the situation, and yet I'm still pretty excited to what I got going into.
Blessings, my people, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I'm just gonna preview the men's 100 meters that will be held at the Lausanne Diamond League meet tomorrow. But before I get into that, people, I'm just asking you for a few favors. Like the video, share to get my content out there. Last but not least, subscribe to help to build the TRL community. That way you get every video that I drop on my channel. So the men's 100 meters will be held tomorrow. In that lineup, we have some huge names. Oblique Seville, who has one of the fastest times in the world this year. You have LYLES, of course, the defending world champion. You have Hakeem Blake. You have Zanel Hughes, Akini Sebini, Courtney Lindsay, Timothy. And of course, we all know that Keishane Thompson will not be there because he is injured based on what I saw in the news. Right? Some people say it's a strategy by Francis, and some people are saying that, hey, he's actually injured. So he should take some time to rest and get himself ready for Tokyo. So we will not see Keishane Thompson tomorrow and for the rest of the Diamond League meets, but that's okay. Right, so what do I think now? Who I believe will win tomorrow? In my view, from a Jamaican perspective, I would say Oblique Seville have this in the bag. Oblique Seville will come out on top based on the season that he's having, based on what I'm seeing from all of these athletes, right? Oblique Seville, fastest time this season is 9:83 that he ran at the Jamaica Trials. He came second to secure his spot at Tokyo, right? Subsequently, we saw Oblique Seville at the London Diamond League meet, and he destroyed LYLES. That was LYLES' first 100 meters, and he ran 10 seconds flat, and Oblique Seville ran 9.86, right? And previously, we saw LYLES again at another meet, but he was against Kishane Thompson, and that was at the Hungarian Classics that was in Budapest recently, if I'm not mistaken. Kishane came up on top and he ran a time of 9.87 seconds to win that star-studded lineup. Second place was LYLES. He ran a time of 9.90 seconds, and that was a season best for him, right? So basically, this is telling me that with every race, LYLES is getting better and better, right? And he's getting himself ready for the championships that will be held in Tokyo, right? So with this race, this is helping both athletes, Oblique Seville and LYLES, right? They're gonna get into shape, right? And this will tell me how confident Oblique Seville will be, right? This will tell me if he's ready mentally, physically, right? Because you all know Oblique Seville has the talent, has the potential, but he always like choke under huge races, under big pressure. So this is gonna let us see if he's ready, right? And I really want him to get the win, right? Getting the win is very important, especially against a stock field, right? And tomorrow is no different. Tomorrow is a stock field, right? Very stock field, right? And we, the fans, are expecting him to come out on top. I know the fans of LYLES are saying that, hey, if he loses tomorrow, we should not get ahead of ourselves, because we all know LYLES always performing big races. So LYLES will be ready for Tokyo regardless of the result tomorrow. That is what the fans of Noah are gonna say, right? But nevertheless, we want to see Oblique Seville at the finish line before LYLES. We really want to see Oblique Seville get the win, because it's really important. In other events, we're also gonna have some big clashes. In the women's 100 meters hurdles, we're gonna have Megan Tapper, Akira Nugent, Mezai Russell, right? The Olympic champion, Toby Amusan, the world record holder. We have Nadine Vishner and Kenny Harrison. We're also gonna have Kabunji and Alicia Johnson, right? This is a stock field. Yes, Mezai Russell, the Olympic champion, she ran 12.19 seconds, right? I think that's a meeting record, right? She's in scintillating form, because earlier on in the year at the Grand Slam, she ran 12.17 seconds, right? So, and she's the first woman to run 12.1 on multiple occasions, right? So I'm expecting her to come out on top again, right? If not, I wouldn't be surprised, because we have Akira Nugent and she has a personal best of 12.24 seconds. Megan Tapper also has a very fast time as well, 12.34 seconds, that she ran twice this year, right? Nadine Vishner at the Celestia Diamond League ran 12.28 seconds, right? A meeting record. So she is banging. And Toby Amusan, of course, the world record holder with 12.12 seconds. So if Mezai Russell doesn't come out on top, I would understand, because this field is stuck. And also in the women's 200 meters will be stuck. This event has Brittany Brown, Paulina, Favor Ophelia, Dina Asher-Smith, Mackenzie Long, Daryl Nita, and Marie-Jose Talou. Sherika, as we recently withdrawn from that event. So regardless of Sherika not being in that event, it will be stuck, and it's going to be amazing, right? It's going to be fireworks, right? So everyone, I want you to tune in, because it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be loaded tomorrow. Will be crazy, and I'm expecting fireworks, right? But people, before you go, please remember to like the video, share to get my content out there. Last but not least, subscribe to have the ability to your community like a candle. I'm out.